Right now, they are the Yazidi. They have been decimating Christians. That is the ISIS group. The Sunni Islamic fascists have been killing Christians, blowing up churches. They're armed with United States weapons, which they seize. But there's another thing you should know. These are the rebels. These are the rebels from Syria that Obama and McCain have wanted to arm to overthrow Assad. Did you know that? All this talk about arming the rebels over the last year or two was arming ISIS. Did you know that? You didn't know that, right? Because your newspaper didn't connect the dots for you. These are the rebels that McCain has been foaming at the mouth to arm for well over a year and a half to overthrow Assad. These are the rebels that Obama has probably secretly armed through the CIA in Syria. You say, well, they captured most of this weaponry. Did they capture it all, or was some of it given to them by the CIA in order to overthrow Assad? Is this another example of this college crowd gone wild? Is this yet another example of the college girls around Obama who have never fired a Daisy BB gun, now taking over the military and decimating the world and doing everything wrong? It would be laughable if it was a comic strip. But this is not a comic strip. It's a world spinning out of control. And while it's going on, President Zero entertains dictators, homophobes, and monsters from Africa at a state dinner. At the same time, he's threatening Russia. Now he's considering airstrikes to save these poor people in Iraq. And so the people of America they're spinning, their heads spinning. They don't know what to do. They don't know which way to turn. And I ask you, the people, to sound off in the beginning of the show. You've got 40,000 innocent people who have run from the Islamo-fascist friends of John McCain and Barack Obama. And I say that on purpose because maybe you'll wake up to the fact that either they didn't know what they were talking about or they're crazier than you think. Did you hear what I just said? These people, the so-called ISIS fighters in the Sunni Triangle, are either the cousins of or the very same people called the rebels in Syria who've been trying to overthrow Assad. So does that open up a bigger picture for you? Do you understand why the world is in such turmoil? Do you understand that the college girls around Obama may not know a damn thing about the world in which they're operating? They've seized power. They have absolute power, and they're like Pol Pot right now. They have absolute power, but they don't know how to use it. Instead, they're using it in the wrong way. Yeah, and by the way, what just came out of Ukraine is very intriguing. You know about Malaysian Air being blown up in the sky, 2 weeks ago now? And they blame Russia for it? Your friends in Ukraine just shot down a Russian fighter plane with the very same missiles. The very same missile system that brought down the Malaysian airliner was just used by your Ukrainian friends to shoot down a Russian fighter jet over Ukrainian airspace. Does that give you pause in your rush to judgment saying Russia shot the plane down? Could it be that Putin was right, that your Ukrainian friends shot down Malaysian Air and try to blame it on Russia? Don't rush to judgment so quickly. No, my friends, it's a very sad time in the United States of America. Dictators and human rights offenders wined and dined by this president. As an American, I want to tell you this. I never voted for this man. I did not vote for this clown. I try to warn you not to vote for him. I have no bonds to the filth that he had into the White House last night. I wonder why these statesmen were not seized last night and brought to the Hague to stand trial in the World Court. They were all in the one place at one time. Why were some of these guests of the White House not seized and brought to the Hague? Well, it's very simple. It's because they're saving the Hague for those of us who oppose the New World Order. What was the purpose of the Africa Summit? Tell me what it is. The U.S. is now at war with Russia and China. It's not a hot war yet, but it's a war with Russia and China. So what is it that Obama thinks he's doing by cozying up to these African warlords, dictators, murderers, and homophobes? What is he actually trying to do? Can you figure that one out? While you're figuring that one out, let's talk about these people on a mountaintop, because they'll be dead in a few days if something isn't done. We don't know Yazidis from Zidi. I never heard of Yazidis. I knew what Zidi was. Now here's Yazidi. What does it mean? It doesn't matter what it means. There are 40,000 religious minorities who the Islamo-fascists want to kill. It's that simple. So what are we supposed to do about this? Where's the U.S. Congress? Tell me where they are. Tell me where the Republicans are. Tell me where the gutless, useless Republicans are. Tell me where the drunks are. What are they, getting a suntan in Jacksonville? Where are they? Where are these stupid drunks in the Republican Party? Where are they? Tell me. You'd expect this behavior from Democrats, but where are the Republicans? Tell me, where are they?